Hey guys, so today I'm outside the course for the Singapore F1. It's a bit of a pain because a lot of the roads are blocked off, so you kind of have to navigate your way around the course. You can kind of see there's like a barrier behind me. That's sort of where the cars will shoot through. We're outside the National Gallery, which is that building over there, which also used to be an old courthouse. All right, so what's the point of today's vlog? It's not to show you the F1 track, although, I mean, if I see an interesting scene, I'll point it out because it might be cool for some people. I mean, it is a night race and it does go through the city and, it does attract tons of people, so it's a bit chaos, but, there are cool singers and such who come to town, which is kind of cool if you like music and you want to go see a concert. And if you like racing, obviously it's awesome. There's a lot of like random race stuff going on. Like in the malls, they have like these tires set up and you can like see how fast you can change a tire. I think the fastest time right now is like 31 seconds. I feel like I could beat that, but I just have no interest in trying. Okay, so today I'm actually camera shopping. I'm in this area because there are a few used camera shops. There are a few new camera stores. There's a mall called Funan, which I might do a quick glimpse of, and there's a few camera shops in there and some other electronic stores. The reason I'm gear shopping today, and this is not a gear blog again, it's just a daily life blog, but the reason I'm gear shopping is because I used to be a professional photographer, and I haven't been shooting professionally since I moved back to Singapore. And I just thought to myself, I've just not been shooting in general, like not even for fun. I've kind of fallen into like a funk. And I know, when you fall into a funk, people are like, oh, it's not the gear, just get out and shoot, get out and shoot. But really, honestly, like it's just gotten boring to go out and shoot. So I figured what I'll do is I'll go camera shopping and I'll see if I can find a piece of gear or some kind of equipment that's gonna make it like fun for me to go out and shoot. So not just doing like a daily vlog, but just like actually getting back out and shooting. I don't know what I'll find, but if I find something, I'll probably add an unboxing to this video and I'll talk a little bit about it. Honestly, I have a lot of gear, so I don't really know what I'm gonna find, but I mean, I'll just go take a look. Anyway, it's fun to shop. So yeah, I'm gonna walk there now, and if I see some interesting sort of F1 bits, I'll show you guys. All right, take care. Just as a side note, this is a really beautiful part of town with all these old colonial buildings. But yeah, most of it's been cordoned off. And they've put up this black screen because I guess they don't want people who haven't paid admission to watch the races. I mean, also it could be like a sound barrier or like a, dust and whatever barrier, but still. So I went into the courthouse part of the National Gallery, and I realized that I can show you guys a little bit of the track from the second floor. So we're gonna spin around and look at me, I'm doing stairs. This is the exercise and Marvel fit part of my vlog and commitment to myself and you guys. Look at this. I'd run, but we are in a museum. All right, so let's see if we can actually go out those doors and show you guys the outside. I know that if I go up higher, there's more access, but I don't really want to have to go get like a gallery. Okay, so no access, but let's see. I'd probably get a better view than that. But look at this. This is a stunning building. Like truly a stunning building. And yeah, I'll take the stairs again instead of taking the lift. More exercise, look at that. Anyway, yeah, I can probably go up to an upper floor and show you guys, but let's see if we can get a better view somewhere else. Going to a lot of malls today, so there's a lot of potential opportunities for good views. Just gonna cut through the whole gallery instead of walking on the street because as you've probably seen in an earlier video, I'm ridiculously sweaty. And the reason why is because Singapore is ridiculously hot and humid all the time. So you leave the house, you're already wet. So I'm taking advantage of AC all that I can. Okay, so I've gone and cut, and I'm just gonna do this again with a wide angle lens attachment. So these are 2 separate buildings, beautiful buildings. They're basically joined together by this sort of canopy structure that they've gone and built. You can see it really well here. And so it's beautiful AC in what would have originally been an alleyway. And sometimes they put art installations in here, like during one of the previous light shows, not the one that just passed, but one before, they actually had like hanging mesh sculptures of people floating away. I think it was like some type of rapture theme, which seems kind of dark, but the bodies had lights installed in them, so they kind of glowed, which really was pretty cool. Anyway, again, more F1, but this is why I'm not walking outside, because there's this whole barrier, so you're not even getting a breeze, which is why I've decided to just walk through the gallery, because this way I stay cool. And you guys can see some random, probably child art, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I'll turn this off for now. Okay, for some reason it's really busy over here now. I'm not sure why, but the best part of museums, honestly for me, okay, other than the art and dinosaur bones and such, depending on the museum you're at, but the coolest part about museums are generally the gift stores, because you can always buy stuff and make yourself feel like, you know, you own a piece of, like, I don't know, of something a museum owns. But anyway, it's really crowded now and loud. But I'm at the end of the AC line, so if I go outside, we're obviously back to F1 madness, and there's some bleachers in the distance over there. But yeah, all the camera shops and such are just a small walk away from here now. So not too much time out in the heat, and then we're at the camera shops. I probably won't film much in the camera shops or around, because it's a bit annoying for the staff and for people actually there to, you know, get stuff and whatnot. But here's the outside of the building. Don't jaywalk, people. Yeah, so this mall has some audio stores and a couple of used camera shops. The guys in here still, you know, doing things the old way, where they want to overcharge people, especially people who are not Asian. But the guys in these shops are a little bit better. And a good tip for anyone who actually comes to Singapore to camera shop, the best tip I have for you guys is literally to download or just jump onto Carousel Singapore. It's a website or an app that you can get, and that's where all these camera shops list their prices. And if you're ever in doubt, like they're trying to overcharge you for something, literally just jump onto the Carousel app and just double check local used pricing and even local new pricing. And if you do that, you generally won't get cheated. And honestly, a lot of the time they'll drop a couple of $100 off the price depending on what it is and how much it is. Okay guys, so this is Funan. Not every store is like a tech store. There's a lot of random stores in here, of course. The basement's filled with decent food. But yeah, this is primarily where you would go if you want to buy like a laptop or tech. If you want to buy like computer components, you'd probably go to Simlim. But here it's like more complete things like photo gear or laptops, desktops. There's a DJI store, there's a Nikon store, there are dedicated multi-brand camera stores. There's a rock wall, as you can see here. Maybe one day I'll do the rock wall as part of vlog content. All right, so I was just doing a bit of reconnaissance at the Funan Digital Life Mall, and I'm just looking at modifiers. I mean, I have a ton of modifiers from when I did the whole photography thing, but I'm looking for, I guess, some cob lights which will work with my modifiers, and just kind of doing a little bit of recce. Now I'm gonna head to the used camera shops to take a look at fun stuff and see if there's anything that I wanna buy to spark joy in my photography life. All right, see you guys inside. So this other brand is also quite decent. I mean, I've never had problems with Forza. I've never had problems with Zune. These guys used to make really good gimbals. I think DJI has kind of lapsed them. I mean, you guys might not agree, but I've had good gimbal luck with DJI. I'm using an Osmo Pocket right now, so I think that says something. But yeah, all sorts of things, cages, matte boxes, etc. Most of the stuff I don't need. I just need a couple of decent lights. That's kind of cool. If I went the podcast route, I'd go with a setup like this. Hey guys, lighting's bad in here. I decided after all that shopping, I'd stop for a very late, very quick lunch before I go on to possibly upgrade my iPhones. But yeah, I'll just show you what the lunch is. It's just a quick and dirty gyoza spot that I love going to, but here we go. These are very good. I know it doesn't look it, and the sauce is the key to it all. But yeah, gonna have a quick lunch and then probably head home, grab my phone boxes, and try to do a swap and see what kind of deal I can work out with the phone shops.